Howdy people. Okay, today I have got a gnarly one, and I say it's gnarly because I made powders out of this last year that were about as hot as anything I've ever made. So as you can see, it's a devil's brain. Don't really know much about the breeding of them, but what I do know is, I wrote it down here, it's a hybrid creation of the brain strain. So I have reviewed these before, but this is a Sean White pod, and every time Sean White grows something, it has a great shape. Like this one is just really knurled up, and it's always really hot. So, I mean, this thing has got really pungent smells coming out of it. I can smell it a good couple of inches away. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Wow. Straight to the back of the throat. As soon as I bit into it, the oil's in it, straight around the mouth. Yeah, right to the back of the throat, instant. Heaps of fruitiness to it. There's nothing subtle about that at all. It was like a really ripe mango type. Didn't taste like a mango, but a really ripe mango has an incredible smell to it. That's kind of what it was like. Wasn't particularly crispy. The walls were thicker than the last one I had. Really nice texture to it. Had a few seeds in it. Heat all around the mouth, even on the outside of my lips already. Yeah, when I made powder out of this last year, I made a few things with the powder. I did some beef jerky that was almost inedible. I enjoyed it, but there were other people just saying I was crazy, but that's okay. I mixed it with a BBM powder I made, and the two of them together were completely different burns, but together it was diabolical stuff. And I cold smoked that, so you really only needed a little bit to get a lot of flavour and to get some really blistering heat. Yeah, it's all around my mouth, top of the tongue, under the sides of my tongue, back of the throat. Some people say that the devil's brain gets close to a reaper. You only have to look at it to see all the wrinkles and the gnarly sides on it, and yeah, it just looks the part. Inside of the bottom lip, it's going off. Sides of the tongue. Yeah, I was unable to grow a proper red devil's brain this year, unfortunately. I, in my infinite wisdom, mixed up a whole bunch of seeds this year, so I've got all sorts of things that grew that I wasn't expecting, but that means that I missed out on a few things that I really wanted. So next year I'll be a little bit more careful, or I should say this season coming. Make sure that I get all my labelling correct. Great flavour. I mean, it's still got a strong lingering flavour to it. Yeah, it's got its own flavour. I really can't say what it's like because it's got its own flavour. Yeah, not for the beginner eating raw pods. That's fresh pods, that's for sure. powders all the way. I mean, you can take something from 0 to 9 to 10 out of 10 real quick, adding this to your powders and mixes. You know, it's not hotter than the hottest Reaper I've had, but it is definitely up there. Heat out of 10, over 9 out of 10 for this, definitely. Still building, but it's back of my throat's not so bad now. It's more the sides of my tongue and outside of my lips has got a little bit, but yeah, it's a fantastic pod. Sean White always has a real knack for growing things. Just really good size, great shapes, and the heat levels of his hot pods are just fantastic. A little bit of drool, not a lot of drool with this one. Interestingly, no sweat at all. It's not that sort of heat. Very prickly though. You know, pins and needles just all around my mouth. Where are we? 6.5 minutes. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's building anymore. I think it's plateaued. You know, even now I've still got that flavour is still on the tongue, and it's so much different to a Reaper, which has got all of that heat, but it's more of a musty, earthy. You know, sometimes has that gym socks taste to it. Chemically almost sometimes. This one doesn't have that chemical taste. It's just really, it's got a flat out burn, and it's got a really sweet, strong sweet flavour to it. And again, it's got a flavour of its own. So it's you know, something you're not going to find in many other pods or any that I've had. All right, where are we? 17. All right. Yeah. Thanks again, Sean White. Brilliant stuff, mate. I'll catch everybody soon. See ya.